Hi everybody, my name is Aurora and I'd like to give you some more insight and update on what's been going on right now. Some of you might have noticed that I've been doing this like on and off as it comes through. So all of the information that's coming through are basically aimed at the moment when the things come through, when the information does, when the inspirational information comes through dreams or whatever. So I'd like to just give you what I've noticed the last few weeks or so, aside from what's been put on the YouTube. There has been a significance of depression and feeling restless, emotional ups and downs, mostly lows, manic in some ways, generally in the population on this planet. This comes from also what is also a problem is when you're busy speaking or when you're doing something, you have this strange little blank areas in your mind. Your mind feels like you're missing things. You can't remember the simple things like a basic name or word for a pen. You have these sort of blanks in your mind. Now, there's been a frequency flux that's been upping its frequency and has been affecting almost everyone on the planet, including animals, in a very destructive way, coming from the planet itself. Areas such as HARP, weather manipulation, chemtrails, not as much, but mainly more HARP frequencies, things that go into the brain itself. Chemtrails, to an extent, basically everything that is not supposed to be around is interfering at the moment, especially the mind, the brain, the thoughts. Suicide, breakdown, emotional breakdown, breaking up of relationships, fracturing the heart, personality, etc., etc. Now, I've discovered that what seems to be a problem is the aspect of dreaming and what goes on in your dream world. We're meant to be dreaming, even if it's things of the previous day, even if it's just a simple memory, or if could be a basic dream of any type of anything, really. I'm not going to be telling you what specifically you'll be dreaming of, but what I'm trying to tell you is you have to be dreaming. Dreaming is important for the human development in terms of resting, number one, and to get the field or the creative fields of thought in a process of setting creativity in place. So it's important to have at least 2 hours of dreaming in your sleep cycle. If you don't have that, then you will feel agitated, you will feel restless, particularly if you're very spiritual as well. If you're an empathic sort of person, you'll feel it probably more than anyone else at this time. I've got a mantra that I've been saying to actually help me remember my dreams, because it seems to be a problem. Even though you write your dreams down, it's very, very hard to actually grasp the dream pattern, especially when you're busy waking up. There seems to be additional things that actually distract you, make you feel like you forget things, forgetfulness, agitation, as I said. So, importance of dreaming. Dreams influence our creative field of thoughts, our creative abilities to think things through, the general mundane things that we go through daily. It helps us to have that specific function. So the mantra that we're looking at, what I would suggest you do, is to say it at night before you go to sleep, preferably before you go to sleep in the evenings, and not when you're having little kips or whenever you can in between, but specifically setting a cycle in motion for you to use. The mantra is as follows. I will put it up underneath this video so that you can write it down. You have to say it 21 times so that you can instate a pattern. Unfortunately, patterns, I'm not very mad about the idea of thinking in patterns, but it's important to set some sort of cycle at hand so that you can actually have some sort of groundwork to support you through your dreaming process. So the mantra is like so. When I sleep, I dream. When I wake, I have clarity of my thoughts and full recall of my dreams. I'll say it again for you. When I sleep, I dream. When I wake, I have clarity of my thoughts and full recall of my dreams. 21 times at night. You'll find that you'll feel much more rested when you even say it. You'll feel calmer, you won't feel afraid, your mind won't race around. So dreaming is important. Start dreaming, write your dreams down. Even if you don't understand what they mean, just write them down. Even if you've dreamt of a partial part of your dream, write it down in a diary or a book. And keep it as part of your background for you to be grounded with. It's very important that you give this some thought, because this initially helps you then to connect to your heart energy. It's important to have control over your thoughts as well, control over your dream state as well. Something else I want to bring in as well is there seems to be some sort of change that will add to the eclipse that is going to be coming, as I've mentioned before, and it has to do with some great activities, things that will definitely challenge us. We will be going through all of these challenges, and we'll have to work on our inner strength. We will have to deal with the masculine energy coming up as the authorities, and not allowing that authoritative figure or dominant aspect that we're afraid of, corporate giants or whatever, so to speak, that they interfere, because they will. When people start to wake up and become aware of where they're going towards, the first thing that will be challenged is our virtue, how worthy we feel about ourselves. But I'm giving you good news, because the good news is everything that is happening on this planet you can control. You are in charge of everything. Microcosmic universe inside of a macrocosmic universe. What is within is a reflection of what is without. You want to change the world around you? Change from within. Focus on yourself. Focus on love. Focus on the good things that you've done for yourself and that you've done for people around you. You caring for a pet. I don't need to go into more details than that. I'm sure that you get the idea of what I'm trying to explain. So, recap, dreams, please remember to say the mantra before you go to sleep. You'll have a much more clearer recall of your dreams. Your memory will be clear for you to deal with. Less agitation, less depression, but it starts with you. So, just wanted to share that with you. Thank you. Thanks for the support. Take care until next time.